In this video, we will be editing the sidebar navigation tool on your website. If you look at the left-hand side of your screen, you'll notice the Queensberry template has this title that says Mr. Teacher Name. We're going to replace that with your name and then look at these links and show you how you can customize them, including fixing the email link so it now works. To access this editing, what you need to do is you need to click on the More button at the top right-hand corner of your screen. And then you're going to scroll down to Manage Site. This is where you're going to find many of your tools that deal with how you change your site. Now, it opens up to a screen which shows you some of the website basics for your site. You want to go to the lower left-hand side and click on Site Layout. When you do that, it's going to bring up kind of a skeleton outline look at what your website is. If you look at these boxes, you'll see the header area. This is where the Queensberry logo is located on your website. The horizontal navigation bar. This is where you'll see the links for the district website and the other schools. The page content area, that's where we paste all of our content from our other websites and when we type and add our new content. And then over on the sidebar, this is the left-hand side of your screen. You can actually have multiple objects in that sidebar. Right now we have one navigation bar. It's possible to have more navigation bars and add other things, but we'll talk about that later. To edit this navigation bar, you want to click on the Edit link. When you do, it opens up a screen that shows you the different links that are in your sidebar. Now there's a big difference you have to be aware of. If you've downloaded a different template or theme, you might have a view that looks something like this. This is showing that the computer or the program is actually organizing your sidebar for you. And that means any pages you add will automatically show up, but then any links that are in that sidebar will always be in alphabetical order. So if you'd like to have more control over it, you have to uncheck this box. When you do that, you'll see your different pages. Now, this is not the area where you change what they're called, but you can change the order that they appear. By clicking on any one of these pages, you can use the arrows to the right to move them up or down. You can even delete them. Now, this does not delete the actual web page itself. It just deletes the link that's in the navigation bar. We're going to start by changing this Mr. Teacher Name box and adding your name to it. Now, you have two options. You can delete what's there and add something, or you can uncheck this box and just have no title appear there. It is entirely up to you. I'm going to leave that title there just to remind the people on the website whose site it is. One of the other things we want to do is go down to the Email Me link. This right now is kind of a generic link. When I hover on it, it says mail to /username@queensberryschool.org. Now that is not a real email address, so what I have to do is double click on Email Me, and this box will open up. I want to go to the URL in the second box and just replace that username with my username, which is P. Hoeksprung. When that is done, I will click OK, and that will now make this link Email Me. If I am all done with this, I will click OK, and it will return to this view where I see the sidebar. If I click Save right now, I can then go back to my web page. So it says my changes have been saved. I can go back to my website, and I can see that there is my new title. And when I hover on Email Me, I see that my web address appears in the lower left-hand corner. So that means any parent or student that clicks on this on their computer should be prompted to be able to email me. If you would like to add other items to this navigation bar, we can do that by going back to More, going to Manage Site, and again going to the lower left-hand corner to Site Layout. And then when we see that screen that shows us the different structures of our website, we can go to Add Sidebar Item. If I click on this, it gives me a choice of different things I can add. I can add another navigation bar, which basically gives me links, just like I saw before. Or I can scroll down to one that's a little bit more interesting. I can click on this one that's called Countdown. If I click Add, it adds a countdown to my screen. Now what this is going to do is going to put a large number on the left-hand side of my screen that's going to count down to a certain event. If I click Edit, I can customize what that event is. So I can make this my chapter test and choose the date. I'll make that on October 25th, and I'll click OK. And when I hit Save and then go back to my page, I will now see a countdown counting down to this event. It's kind of a unique feature that is easy and gets attention and passes along a message that's probably going to be pretty important to those students.